What if everything you've been told about fighting aging is wrong? We see the billionaires spending millions on some pretty radical life extension treatments. We see that endless stream of creams and procedures all promising to turn back the clock. But what if the real key wasn't in a high-tech lab or some fancy clinic? What if one of the most powerful tools against aging was sitting on a shelf in your local pharmacy, costing less than your daily coffee? It sounds a little too good to be true, right? But a new wave of scientific research is pointing to a simple, inexpensive supplement that might just hold the key to slowing down how your body ages on a cellular level. And we're not talking about just smoothing a few wrinkles here. We're talking about changing the actual speed of your internal biological clock. So, can omega-3 fatty acids, the stuff in fish oil, actually reverse aging? Or is this just another health fad? Today we're digging into the science to get to the truth. And the answer is more complex and a lot more exciting than you might think. To figure out if we can slow down aging, first, we need to understand how we age in the first place. See, you have two ages. The first is your chronological age, the number of candles on your birthday cake. That one is fixed. But the second age, your biological age, is the one that really counts. This is the true age of your cells and tissues. And unlike your chronological age, this one can actually be changed. Think about two people who are both 50 years old. One might look and feel 40, full of energy. The other might feel closer to 60, dealing with chronic aches, fatigue, and getting sick all the time. The difference? Their biological age. Scientists now have incredible ways to measure this. One of the most accurate is the epigenetic clock. Imagine your DNA is a massive instruction manual. Epigenetic markers are like sticky notes on the pages, telling your cells which instructions to read and which to ignore. As we get older, the pattern of these sticky notes changes, and usually not for the better. By analyzing these patterns, scientists can figure out your body's true biological age with stunning precision. Another key marker is telomere length. Telomeres are the protective caps at the ends of our chromosomes, kind of like the plastic tips on shoelaces. Every time a cell divides, these telomeres get a little shorter. When they get too short, the cell can't divide anymore and either gets old, a state called senescence, or it dies. Shorter telomeres are linked to a whole list of age-related diseases and a shorter period of healthy life. So the big question is, can we do anything to protect these telomeres and adjust our epigenetic clocks? This is where omega-3s come in. These are essential fatty acids, which just means our bodies can't make them, so we have to get them from our diet. The two most powerful ones are EPA and DHA, and you find them in oily fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines. For years we've known they're good for your heart and brain, but new research has put them right in the center of the anti-aging conversation. The main reason seems to be their powerful anti-inflammatory effect. Chronic, low-grade inflammation is now seen as a main culprit behind almost every age-related disease, from heart disease and diabetes to dementia. This quiet, simmering inflammation actually speeds up biological aging. Omega-3s fight this directly by telling your body to produce fewer inflammatory molecules. But the most convincing evidence comes from a huge, multi-year European study called the DO Health trial. This wasn't some small study, it was a large-scale randomized controlled trial, the gold standard of research, with over 2,000 adults aged 70 and older. The researchers wanted to see if simple things could slow the aging process. What they found was pretty stunning. The study showed that taking just 1 gram of omega-3s every day slowed down biological aging by 3 to 4 months over a 3-year period, all measured by those sophisticated epigenetic clocks. Think about that. For every year that went by, the people taking omega-3s were biologically aging slower than those who weren't. Now, it's not a magic pill that'll make you 20 again, but this is a real, measurable slowing of the aging process, right down to the cellular level. This is a huge deal. We're looking at solid evidence that a simple, affordable supplement can directly influence how fast we age. If you're finding this as fascinating as I do, go ahead and hit that like button. It really helps the channel and tells YouTube you want more science-backed health info, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Now, let's get into what this means for your everyday life. Slowing your epigenetic clock is a cool scientific finding, but what does that actually mean for you day to day? The benefits are surprisingly practical. The same Do Health study also tracked real-world health. It found that when older adults combined that daily gram of omega-3s with vitamin D and a simple at-home strength training routine, the results were even more impressive. This group saw a 10% lower risk of falls and a 13% reduction in infections. Those aren't small numbers. For an older person, a fall can be a life-changing event, and a strong immune system is everything. The benefits also extend to our most important organ, the brain. DHA, one of those key omega-3s, is a major building block of your brain and retinas. Study after study has linked higher omega-3 intake to a slower rate of age-related mental decline and a lower risk of Alzheimer's disease. It helps you stay sharp and supports memory and concentration. And what about the most visible sign of aging? Your skin? Omega-3s help keep your cell membranes healthy and strong. In your skin, that translates to better hydration and elasticity, which can help reduce the appearance of fine lines. By taming inflammation, they can also help with skin conditions that tend to get worse as we age. Basically, by cutting down inflammation, protecting our cells, and supporting our brains, omega-3s help give us more health span, the number of years we live in good health, free from major disease. It's not just about adding years to your life, it's about adding life to your years. So you're convinced. But before you run out and grab the first bottle of fish oil you see, there are a few key things to know. Not all omega-3 supplements are the same, and how you take it makes a difference. First, check the label for the specific amounts of EPA and DHA. Those are the active ingredients doing all the work. A lot of supplements will brag about having 1,200 milligrams of fish oil, but you might only be getting 300 milligrams of actual EPA and DHA. For these anti-aging benefits, the research points to a combined dose of at least 1 gram, that's 1,000 milligrams of EPA and DHA per day. Second, quality is a big deal. Look for supplements that are third-party tested for purity. This just makes sure you're getting what the label says without nasty contaminants like heavy metals. Also, check the form. The triglyceride form is usually absorbed better by your body than the ethyl ester form. Now here's a key detail the Do Health study pointed out: synergy. While omega-3s worked on their own, the benefits really took off when combined with two other simple things: enough vitamin D and regular exercise. The group that took omega-3s, vitamin D, and did a simple strength training program at home saw the biggest impact. It just goes to show you that there's no single secret weapon for health. Supplements work best when they're part of a healthy lifestyle that includes moving your body and eating well. So, let's go back to the original question. Can omega-3 actually, aging? The honest, science-backed answer is no. It can't turn a 60-year-old into a 30-year-old. The word reversal just isn't the right way to think about it. But what the evidence clearly shows is that omega-3s can meaningfully the biological aging process. They can help protect your health, make you more resilient, and delay the problems that come with getting older. They won't stop time, but they can slow the ticking of the clock. When you look at all the overhyped and expensive anti-aging solutions out there, the humble omega-3 stands out. It's a low-cost, low-risk tool that's been scientifically shown to reduce inflammation, protect our cells, and add healthy months back to our lives. It's not a miracle, but it's a very real piece of the longevity puzzle. The biggest takeaway isn't just about taking a supplement, it's knowing that we have more control over how we age than we think. Simple, consistent choices, like getting enough omega-3s, checking your vitamin D, and moving your body, can make a huge difference for your long-term health. The journey to a longer, healthier life doesn't have to start with a huge investment. It can start today, with one smart choice. What are your thoughts or experiences with omega-3s? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.